and welcome to Vision of Asia, the news you can trust and events that move and celebrate our very own South Asian community. This is Pia Jyoti Khatru coming to you from ITV Gold Studio in New Jersey. In the headlines today we have Indian-American Sarika Bansal from Cary, North Carolina announces campaign for Cary Town Council. Seva International Central Jersey prepares and delivers meals to United Methodist Church in New Brunswick, New Jersey. New Yorkers enjoy the biggest miniature exhibition. Biden nominates Ajay Banga, former MasterCard CEO, to head World Bank. Global economy in better place than predicted, says U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. And Ladakh hosts world's highest frozen lake marathon, enters Guinness World Records. Stay with us on Vision of Asia for news in detail right after the short break. Indian-American businesswoman and cybersecurity professional Sarika Bansal from North Carolina announced her campaign for Cary Town Council District D. While launching her campaign, she said, and I quote, "I'm running for town council because we must embrace Cary's potential. We must include more voices from the community so the town can make strategic investments for future generations. As an elected member, Ms. Bansal's focus will be on public safety, smart growth, and investments in the town's future." Sarika Bansal is a graduate of Fairleigh Dickinson University and is active in numerous civic and community organizations, including animal rescue support groups, Shankara Eye Foundation, We Win, Pratham USA, and Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, along with several temples and cultural organizations in Research Triangle Park, Raleigh. Seva International Central Jersey prepares and delivers meals to United Methodist Church in New Brunswick, New Jersey. Seva International's mission is to serve humanity in distress, aid local communities, run developmental projects for the underserved, and assist people by mobilizing partners, donors, and volunteers. One of these volunteers is a 14-year-old Tisha Kav, who is able to help out the community in so many ways, like cook food to support monthly food drives for homeless, a coat drive to ensure good quality coats are donated to people in need, and a candy drive so military personnel could have sweets on Halloween as a tribute to them. She also has helped with Seva Food Drive to provide canned food to shelter homes on the occasion of Diwali. New Yorkers enjoy the biggest miniature exhibition, Small is Beautiful, which is the first international exhibition compiling the work of 32 international miniature artists and present their work to general public. The miniature art forms on display range from sculpture to origami. The exhibition is going to run from February 21st through April 9th at 718 Broadway, New York. Biden nominates Ajay Banga, former MasterCard CEO, to head World Bank. The nomination comes days after current World Bank President David Malpass announced he would resign by July. Biden said in a statement that Banga is uniquely equipped to lead the World Bank at this critical moment in history. World leaders have called on the international financial institution to rethink how it addresses emerging global crises like climate change, food security, and the coronavirus pandemic. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said the global economy is in a better place today than many predicted just a few months ago, and the outlook has improved. She also stressed on the need for working together to ease the debt overhang that's holding back too many countries. While there are significant headwinds, fair to say that the global economy is in better shape today than many predicted just a few months ago. In the fall, many were worried about a sharp economic slowdown across the world. The challenges we face are real, and the future is always uncertain. But the outlook has improved since we gathered in the fall, Yellen said.
As President Biden has said, we will stand with Ukraine in its fight. The global economy is in a better place today. The IMF forecasts global growth of 3.2%. As President Biden has said, we will stand with Ukraine in its fight for as long as it takes. We commend our allies for stepping up their direct assistance, and we believe it's critical that the IMF move swiftly toward a fully financed program for Ukraine, as they've said that they will do. Continued robust support for Ukraine will be a major topic of discussion during my time here in India. Over the next couple of days, I also look forward to working with my counterparts to advance work on the global macroeconomy. While there are significant headwinds, it's fair to say that the global economy is in a better place today than many predicted just a few months ago. In the fall, many were worried about a sharp economic slowdown across the world. The challenges we face are real, and the future is always uncertain. But the outlook has improved since we gathered in the fall. In its most recent estimates, the IMF forecasts global growth of 3.2% during 2023, which is a notable upgrade since its October report.
Ladakh hosts world's highest frozen lake marathon, enters Guinness World Records. Frozen Lake Half Marathon was organized on the famous Pangong Tso Lake in Ladakh for the first time on February 21st. Several people participated in the half marathon, enjoying the scenic beauty. Interestingly, it has also entered in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's highest frozen lake marathon. On the one-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, justice could mean any number of things. Perhaps it's Ukraine winning the war, a war that no one gave Ukraine a chance of winning at the outset. Maybe it's not only Ukraine winning, but also recovering Crimea. The anniversary of the war in Ukraine on 24th February will be marked by prayers and calls for peace. In India, at Ganga Ghat, a group of Russians prayed for the peace. Take a look.
रशिया और यूक्रेन के बीच चल रहे युद्ध को समाप्त करने और विश्व की शांति के लिए रशिया से हरिद्वार पहुंचे विदेशी दल ने गंगा से प्रार्थना की। साथ ही रशिया के दल ने गंगा घाट पर यज्ञ अनुष्ठान भी किया। पिछले 16 दिनों से रशिया का दल उत्तराखंड के भ्रमण पर है और आज ये दल हरिद्वार पहुंचा और गंगा के किनारे बैठकर इन्होंने विश्व शांति के लिए पूजा की।
चारों तरफ जितने भी लोग हैं वो युद्ध की विभीषिका से जो है वो परेशान है। पूरा यूरोप परेशान है कि युद्ध जो है चारों तरफ फैला हुआ है और कुछ नहीं पता कि किस वक्त जो है क्या हो जाए, कुछ नहीं पता आप कब कोई युद्ध हो जाए। तो हम लोग को, ये लोग बड़े अच्छे लोग हैं, इन लोगों ने प्रयास किया कि शायद जो है हम वहाँ इंडिया में जाएं। इंडिया पीसफुल कंट्री है, हमारे कंट्री में युद्ध छिड़ा हुआ है, वो युद्ध की जो है वो शांति हो जाए उस युद्ध के अंदर। तो इनकी ऐसी मनोकामना है, ऐसे ये लोग फील करते हैं कि गंगा जो है इनको जो है वो पीस जो है दे सकती है, इस वजह से यहाँ पे इन्होंने यज्ञ किया।
मुझे पूर्व में भी हमारी सभ्यता से जुड़े हुए हैं और इनको हमारी सभ्यता से
हाँ
बता दिए थोड़ा विस्तार से, पहले से भी जुड़े हुए हैं।
तो ये लोग पहले से भी इनको है, क्योंकि सब लोग ज्योतिष के बारे में जानकारी है सबको, सब स्टूडेंट हैं ज्योतिष के जो है, और जो है सबको पता है कि ग्रह जो है ठीक नहीं चल रहे हैं। ग्रहों की जो है शांति के लिए भी जो है वो पीस के लिए भी जो है ये चाहते हैं कि भाई वर्ल्ड में पीस रहे।
क्या डेजिग्नेशन है इनका? क्या कोई डॉक्टर इंजीनियर जैसे आपने?
हाँ, सब लोग हैं, कोई डॉक्टर है, कोई इंजीनियर है, कोई प्रोफेसर्स हैं, कोई मतलब योगा टीचर्स हैं, कोई जो है एस्ट्रोलॉजर हैं, तो सबको वो
कहाँ से आ रखी हैं?
सब रशिया से हैं, सब रशिया से।
आज तीर्थ पुरोहित और ज्योतिषाचार्य प्रतीक मिश्रपुरी ने कनखल स्थित राजघाट पर रशिया से पहुंचे 24 सदस्य दल के लोगों को गंगा घाट पर पूजा कराई। दल में शामिल लोगों ने गंगा घाट पर आहुति दी और विश्व में शांति की कामना मां गंगा से की।
यत्र योगेश्वरा कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरा तत्र श्री विजयो भूति ध्रुवा नितिर्मतिर्मामा। जहाँ हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी है, उन्होंने भी इसके लिए पहल की थी, रूस से उनकी भी वार्ता हुई थी और हमारा यही मानना है कि दोनों जो देश है दोनों में आपस में वार रुक जाए और शांति हो जाए। सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःख भाग् भवेत्। हम तो यही चाहते हैं कि भाई कहीं भी जो है आपस में जंग ना हो, सब जो है भाई बन के एक दूसरे देश आपस में रहे। यही जो है सनातन की जो हमारा जो जितने भी हमारे ऋषि रहे हैं उन्होंने हमेशा अखंड भारत देखा, अखंड भारत का सपना देखा। ये जितने भी देश है ये सब भारत के हिस्से है, इसलिए सब में शांति हो, यही हम जो है कल्पना करते हैं।
वहीं यहाँ रशिया दल के साथ मॉस्को से हरिद्वार पहुंची महिला का कहना है कि वो भारत अपने देश के लिए प्रार्थना करने पहुंची है, गंगा से शांति की प्रार्थना की है। उन्होंने आगे बताया कि वो हरिद्वार से पहले ऋषिकेश और बैंगलोर में रुके थे। फिलहाल हरिद्वार में धार्मिक स्थलों पर शांति के लिए ये दल पूजा कर रहा है।
India, a symbol of cooperation and multilateralism, German Finance Minister Christian Lindner spoke on India's G20 presidency. While speaking on the issue, he said, "We need to keep Russia under pressure by imposing sanctions." When asked about India being the host for G20 meetings and what outcomes can be expected from the event, this is what he had to say.
To have G20 in India is symbolism for cooperation and multilateralism. High responsibility for our host, India, as president of the G20, to underline that we have to maintain international rule-based order. We have to make further efforts to completely isolate Russia.
So what outcome can be expected from this G20 meeting?
To have G20 in India is symbolism for cooperation and multilateralism. Especially these days, where we witness this terrible war in Ukraine, it is of utmost importance that the rule-based international order is maintained, and so there's a high responsibility for our host, India, as president of the G20, to underline that we have to maintain international rule-based order and multilateralism, and that we won't allow others to hurt this international order.
The host country, India, including other countries like China, they're continuing to import vast amounts of oil from Russia. In a sense, this is seen as undermining Western sanctions. Is this something that you have raised with the host country, or do you plan to?
We have to avoid the circumvention of sanctions. We need to keep pressure on Russia. The global economy has shown its resilience, and now we have to make further efforts to completely isolate Russia from the international markets, to reduce the capability of Russia to continue this war against Ukraine.
But how are you engaging with the host country on this matter?
It's not especially a matter with the host country. It's a matter of the international community. We have sanctions, and all circumventions of sanctions have to be countered, and the European Union will make further efforts. Tomorrow there will be a 10th sanction package, and we invite all members of the G20 and the international community to be very clear on Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine, and this includes sanctions and, for example, the oil price cap and other measures we have introduced so far.
And from the news on entertainment at ITV Gold, enjoy family movie night at 8:30 p.m. Suraj Barjatia's Hum Saath Saath Hai. Saturday 1 p.m. crime thriller Chocolate, and book your blockbuster Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern for Mr. India. And that's a wrap on Vision of Asia tonight. You can also send us your suggestions and community news that you would like us to cover for our print and television coverage at events@itvgold.com, or you can also send it to me at pia@itvgold.com. Follow us on our Facebook handle at itvgold. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and pick up a free copy of Desi Talk if you are in the tri-state or in the Chicago area for community news, entertainment, and events in US. You can also read the News India Times newspaper online at www.newsindiatimes.com or subscribe to the hard copy by calling 212-675-7515. This is Pia Jyoti Kachru signing off.